Prishti, you can start now.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the third virtual Global Summer School on Law and Ethics of Artificial Intelligence, organized by Knowledge Teas in collaboration with South Ural State University, Management and Science University, the Ural State Law University, Manipal University, Jaipur, Sohar University, Sultan Idris Education University, Moscow State University. We are excited to have you join us today. My name is Srishti Agarwal and I'll be the moderator for this session. The host university for this session is Knowledge Teas Education Hub. Now, without any further ado, I would like to welcome the speaker of this session, Ms. Mahak Rathee. Ma'am is currently practicing as an advocate before Delhi High Court. She's a certified mediator at with Phoenix Dispute Solutions UK and is the torchbearer of mediation wing North India of ADR Bar. She has founded various initiatives like ADR Hawk, Consumer Assisto, IP Assisto, and is also honorary director of Knowledge Teas. She is also a global representative of Roya Institute of Global Justice, New York. She has various publications in her name, including Scopus and Web of Science publications. She has delivered various guest lectures in different colleges across the country on different topics. She is awarded with Gage Mexico and Gage Indonesia and South Africa scholarship for her work in the field of legal aid and awareness. Welcome, ma'am. Please proceed with the session.
Thank you so much, Srishti. I would request everyone to turn on their cameras, please. So welcome to the summer school, and why I am taking this session is because the topic that I'm taking up today was my dissertation topic, and you've had 3 sessions, I think by now, 3 to 4 sessions. Few of you are still students, and if I did receive that it was little too much to digest for you, but that is how AI is. There's a lot that can be learned. So we'll have some fun today. Apart from learning, our topic is artificial intelligence and cyber warfare. Let me just share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Amazing. So what we are going to do first is, there's this, please open in your system, menti.com. I'll just type it out in the chat box as well. Enter this code and you will get 3 options. Enter 3 words that come to your head when I say word artificial intelligence. What is your understanding of the term artificial intelligence? First 3 words. It can be 1 word, it can be a 2-word combination. I hope everyone can access it. I'll share my screen again. The code is 291899498. If anybody is facing any issues opening it up, just raise your hands, please. I'm sharing the code. The code is 291899498. Open this site, enter the code, and enter the first 3 words that come to your head when I say the word artificial intelligence. What is your understanding of the term artificial intelligence? And then we'll see your responses. Everybody's responses are getting recorded. The code mentioned in the chat box is not correct. It's 291. I can see people have started entering their responses. Good. 291899498. Neha ma'am, you can try again. I think others can access through the code. Okay. What is it?
I'm facing an issue. I'm doing it from my laptop, but I am unable to do that.
Can you see the option where you can enter the code?
Yes, Mentimeter, I got it, but I cannot do so by entering the code.
No problems. What you can do is you can, whosoever can't access it can send their responses in the chat box. But I think most of you can because I can see the responses being recorded. Let's see the results. I want more results. All of you can put it in the chat box. Those who can't access it can put it in the chat box. So according to few of you, AI is, somebody has said narrow AI, automatic technology, imitating human thoughts, neural network algorithm, anonymous group, smart, techno-robotic help. Okay, amazing. There are more responses which are coming in. Technology, fast, techno-robotic help. Then easy. Great. Those who are facing issues can put their responses in the chat box. I see responses coming from some of the students, those who can't. Artificial narrow intelligence. Okay. Machine learning. Wow. So this is the grid that has come up with your responses of what I think most of your classmates understand with artificial intelligence. What is their understanding of artificial intelligence? If anybody is facing issues, they can put it in the chat box. So there are many definitions of artificial intelligence. Our first session covered a brief description of what artificial intelligence is. Artificial intelligence can be defined as a technology which is used in performing tasks which require human intelligence, like reasoning, training, problem solving, and much more. It can also be defined as constellation of technologies which enables machines to act at higher level of intelligence and incorporate human capabilities like sense, comprehension, and act. And somebody said they recognize machine learning when they hear artificial intelligence. Yes, there are various models which are adopted for AI. Machine learning is one of the prominent ones. Now let's go back to our slide. Set of technological solutions, algorithm-based machine, amazing. Now I'll show a picture and you need to tell me in the chat box, what do you see in this picture? What is this? Wait a second. What is your first thought when you see this picture? War, game. Somebody said war, yes. Guarding a castle. Old time war. Animated war situation. What else? Okay, so yes, all of you have identified it correctly. This is a war. How wars used to happen traditionally. What is our perception when I say the word war? This is what will come to your head when I say war, right? So this, you've correctly identified it. This is the warlike picture. This is a war situation. Now, what is cyber warfare? We've said, okay, what is war? We've seen war, but what is cyber warfare? You can put your responses in the chat box. Cyber warfare has broad definitions, has narrow definitions. A lot of nations are working upon enhancing their online tools and protecting their systems. Narrow definition, of course, says that it's attacked by one government on another. But one question, I'll give you one example. Have all of you heard of ATC, air traffic control, that works? When a plane takes off, they get in touch with ATC, right? That we are landing. And if you've seen those movies, do you know what ATC is? If their systems are hacked and let's say a plane is hijacked or some situation of that sort happens, is it a cyber warfare situation? My question to you is, when I am saying cyber warfare, does it only happen online? Can it produce results which are on field? Can it produce results which are like war? What is your take on this? When I'm saying cyber warfare, I've read out a definition of cyber warfare for you. What I'm saying is somebody has hacked into your system, somebody has hacked into ATC. Can it produce results? Yes, it can produce such situations. Yes, yes, amazing. So it's not confined to online. When I'm saying cyber warfare, it's not something which is happening between computers. It can produce similar or even more disastrous results than a normal war, because technology works at a faster pace and can produce more destruction. Harshit has said war against another state of entity using cyber network or internet to create chaos in reality. Yes, I have given you one example of what can be one situation. You're hacking into ATC system. You're hacking into central bank system of a country. You are hacking into the private, maybe private computer systems that defense is using, taking out their sensitive data. One state is hacking into that. These are one or two examples that come to my head, which are methods which can be adopted. What we are going to do after this is, I think you've had lectures till now. It's very important that you know your batchmates also. I'll be dividing you in few groups. Have a formal introduction with your batchmates. I'm sending you a link. There will be 5 groups approximately, and each group will have to firstly mention what all models can be adopted when it is cyber warfare, what are the models which are adopted. And there will be 2 groups which will be talking about, okay, so we have talked about artificial intelligence, right? Artificial intelligence is more like a double-edged weapon. You can use it to stop a cyber warfare, and countries can use it to initiate a cyber warfare. It can be used both ways. So each group will be given one slide. I'll show you an example. But before that, just give me a moment. Let me just open it. Yes. So any one of you, any one of the team members can enter their responses. For example, I'll give you your group number. It's group 1. Enter your names here. There is an option of entering a sticky note. You can enter models. What comes to your head, how cyber warfare can be initiated. As I gave you 2 examples, it can be through ATC, it can be through hacking the central banking system, the very private defense information which is there. So models first, then for AI to facilitate cyber warfare, how AI can help in, how AI can be a facilitator of cyber warfare, and you have to enter your responses here. If the word limit exceeds, you can always add more sticky notes and you can use your creativity, but do not enter anything on any other group's slides because that will be their work then. So I'm just dividing you into 5 random groups. Interact with your group members. I will call you all back in this room after 15 minutes. Then we'll see each group's presentation. If we still have some time left, we will discuss things. If we do not have any time left, then all of you will have good collage of each group's inputs. I hope I'm clear with what needs to be done. And I'm giving you all permission to unmute yourself so that you can interact with your team members. Okay, somebody, Harshit has said, explain one more time. Let's say, Harshit, you are in a group with Hitesh, Anshika, and Apurva. What you need to do is, firstly, of course, have a formal hi, hello with your group members because you should know your batchmates. Interact with your batchmates, first thing. Second thing, I gave you few examples of how cyber warfare can be initiated, or what comes to my head, how cyber warfare can be initiated. You need to write your examples. Every group member will be having some things in their head, right? What nations can do, how, through online, the impact can be such that it can be more disastrous than offline warfare, or equivalent to that, or even little less than that. How cyber warfare can be initiated, what comes to your head. We are not talking about the legalities, but we are talking about what is your perception of it. Then group 1 and group 2 will be arguing on AI for cyber warfare, as in how AI can help in stopping cyber warfare. For example, second group 3, 4, 5 will be how AI can help in initiating cyber warfare. You can always attack on the computer systems which the defense is using. It can be anything. Group 1, 2, how AI can be used in stopping. Group 2, group 3, 4, 5, how AI can be used in facilitating. So wait, I'll again show you. I'm sharing the link with you in this chat box. Any one of the team members can open this Jamboard session, Jamboard link, and enter the responses of the team. This is how it will look. This is group 1. I have mentioned groups here. Second slide says group 2. Third slide says group 3. Fourth slide says group 4. Fifth slide says group 5. I'm naming the breakout rooms so that you know which group you are in. I hope now it's clear. Great. We are just going into breakout rooms then. Okay, you'll be receiving requests to join rooms. You can accept the requests. We will come back in exactly 15 minutes. Please join your respective breakout rooms. Please join your breakout rooms. Harsha, can you just check? I'm sending you in one breakout room and Shrishti, you in another if they're facing any issues.
Okay.
Yeah. Shrishti, I'm sending you to room 2. Harsha, you are allotted room 1.
Okay, ma'am.
Welcome back, everyone. How was the experience? So can we give a huge round of applause to team 2? They are the ones who are most active. Group 1 has not done anything. Team 2, so they deserve clapping. Who all were there? Yes. Harshit, Stefanova, Anshika, Neha ji, Maram. Oh, well done. This is group 3's inputs. Group 4, group 5. Fantastic. So I'm very sure that this group activity would have given you some insight, and I could see responses which show that you've done your research. There were some instances that were mentioned as to how AIMS system was hacked, and so many good examples that you have given. Now, all the other members, firstly, it was a mandatory exercise. So those who could not finish it, group 1 or group 5, please do it. The Jamboard is open for another 1 hour, or maybe I can open it for another 3 hours because you have another session from 6 to 7. You can put in your inputs. If any of the group members, like group 2 was very proactive, if there were some things that you felt you missed out, you can still add those things, and you all can read the inputs which were given by other members as well. Great job on this group activity. I'm really impressed by how your inputs have come around. So as you have seen, there are various instances which have been mentioned by all the group members as to how cyber warfare, I mean, what can be done when there's cyber warfare, what are the models which can be adopted. There are examples which are given. Anyways, cyber warfare, we all know weapons are relatively cheap. When you have to go for a warfare, what do? You need to have people ready, you need to have ammunition ready, you need to have healthcare ready, you need to keep into consideration so many things. Compared to that, cyber warfare, of course, weapons are very cheap. Secondly, it is very difficult to trace. A warfare happening on ground, it's visible. It's very difficult to trace a cyber warfare. You can get access to critical information of other government, of other country in seconds. If you see the Jamboard inputs given by your batchmates, you would see they have given various examples of what has been done in past and what instances are there. My input in the beginning was ATC. There was another example of Madrid air disaster of 2008. Computer systems of ATC were infected with cyber attack. There was a cyber attack which led to crash of the plane, and 154 people lost their lives. There are another instances. ATC is one of those. Hospital systems were hacked. Somebody mentioned in the Jamboard also, important and critical information of people were withheld, asking for ransomware. There are nuclear plants which use technology that can be accessed into. There are subway control systems. Somebody can disrupt with the traffic signal system. So there are various models which can be adopted if somebody is planning to wage cyber warfare. The destruction can be multiple folds, can be even more disastrous than normal warfare. So I'm really impressed with how your inputs have come up. It can be used as a repository for all of you to refer when you want to study the instances of cyber warfare. Secondly, there was this discussion on artificial intelligence and cyber warfare. Artificial intelligence can be used as a weapon as well and can be used as aid as well. It's everywhere. Artificial intelligence is everywhere. That also group members have given really well. I wanted to have one discussion on this, but your session is about to end and you have another one at 6. So maybe whenever we have our next session next weekend, and when we have some time, we can again divide ourselves in these groups and have that discussion. One group talking about AI for cyber warfare, and then again AI used for AI used as a means to wage cyber warfare. If there are any questions, anything that you have for me, I'm dropping down my email ID. I would be happy to answer, and we will have this group activity again, the group discussion. In the meantime, please enter your responses in the Jamboard. This is my email ID. You can reach out to me anytime. And it was a fun and interactive session. I wanted all of you to be more participative, because last 3 sessions were little, you have received a lot, you have gotten a lot of, information, but it's very important that we have some icebreakers. You can always reach out to me if you need anything. Thank you so much for joining, and we meet again at 6. The next session is with Dr. Nitish Kumar Upadhyay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.